Alright, so okay, so for this episode, we will learn naman yung how to use the word this and that, and then yung thing. Okay, so in this thing, that thing. Okay, so this will be for this episode of our Korean language study. Okay, so stay tuned.
Are you ready?
Okay, so you can see, or if you can remember, so yung ating vocabulary word for the word this is E. Okay, E in Korean. Okay, so yung E means this. Okay, so we use E like in English when we are talking about something within our touch or within touching distance. For example, so I have here okay, so kita niyo ba? Okay, ball pen. So in Korean, so we say E bullpen. Okay, E bullpen. Okay, so ganun yung pronunciation ng ball pen. So bullpen. Okay, E bullpen. Okay, so I'm holding ball pen. Okay, so in English, this pen or this ball pen. In Korean is E bullpen. All right. Okay, but just like in English, okay, so E is this is we place before the noun. Okay, so this something something. All right. So all right. So we have some examples. For example, in Korean, your person is saram. Okay. So when we say this person, we say I saram. Okay, I saram. Okay. In Korean, yung man is namja. Okay, namja. Okay, so when we say this man, we say I namja. Okay, I namja. All right. Okay, so in Korean, ang woman is a yoja. Okay. So in Korean, we say I yoja. Okay, I yoja. All right. So in Korean, yung car naman. So yung car is cha. Okay, so halos magkatulad, di ba? Cha. Okay. So when we say this car, we say I cha. Okay, I cha. Okay, so ano naman yung table in Korean? Ang table in Korean is takcha. Okay, takcha. So, in this table, we say I takcha. Okay, I takcha. Okay. Okay, so ano naman sa Korean ang chair? So, ang chair sa Korean is, yeah, okay, so that's right. So, uija. Okay, uija. So, when we say this chair in Korean, we say I uija. Okay, uija. Right, so that's, okay, so our word I or this. So next is, okay, so we have the word that. Okay. So there are two words for the word that in Korean. So that is ku and jo. Okay, ku and jo. Okay. So yung mga usually sa pag beginners, so hindi they are confused with the difference between the ku and jo. Actually, that's sila in translation in English, but they have different meanings. Okay. So in Korean, when we use the word ku, okay, so we are talking about something na yung sinabi niya from the previous sentence or from the previous na sinabi. Di ba pag nagkukwento tayo, so si ganito, yung sini ganito. Okay, so that's the word ku we use in that context. Okay, yung mamang ganito. Yeah, ganun. Okay, so how about yung the word na jo? Okay, so we use jo when we're talking about something that we can see pero malayo. We cannot touch because it's too far away. For that thing or that building, okay, that building, okay, right. So that building, okay, that building, okay, all right, okay. So this is the word jo. Okay, so ganun din in English or in E. So we already learned the word E. Okay, so parang, for example, person. Okay, again, in person in Korean is saram. Okay, we say this person is I saram. That person is ku saram. Okay. And oh yeah, ku saram means yung as we mentioned yung parang context na mention before. Okay, yung taong yun, parang gano'n. Okay, so and then okay, yung nakita natin na tao na malayo, that person. Okay. That's it. Okay. So again in Korean, yung man is namja. Okay, so man. Woman is yoja. Okay. So for example, this man is I namja. Okay. So that man is ku namja. And that man again is jo namja. Okay. So again, ang woman is yoja. Yoja. Sabi natin na this woman is Yoja. Okay, this woman. And then Yoja is that woman. Okay, or Yoja. How about yung chair? Chair again is Uija. Okay, we say this chair is Uija. Okay, that chair is Uija. Okay, that chair is Uija. Okay, right. So how about yung table? Okay, so this table say Takja. Okay, that table is Takja. And that table is Takja. Okay, so again, yung that is yung ku and jo is that pero magkaiba sa ng meaning in Korean. Okay, so yes, that's very clear. So that's the ku and jo. Okay, so one of the most common words then na meron sa Korea is yung the word got. Got means thing. All right. So ibig sabihin kapag nilagay natin sila before or dinugsong natin siya sa words na ku, and jo. So, makabot tayo compound words like got, got, and got. Means this thing or that thing. So, usually, wala silang space in between. So, magiging na sila. So, one word, hindi two separate words. Okay. So, parang katulad din to ng later on na we will learn. So, yung word na another one is got naman, pero different spelling. Almost the same meaning. Yung got means place. Pag sinabi natin, this place is igot, and that place is kugot or jogot. So, pero isang word na lang sila. And also yung word na te means time. Okay, so sinabi natin this time yung ite. Okay. Kute is that time. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so usually ito is yung parang noun na natin. So, for example, igot. For example, this thing is a table. So, igosun takja. Ida. Okay, so later we will learn that kung paano gawa ng sentence using these expressions. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now let's use this yung this and that or ku, jo, and i. Tusan natin sa ida, yung word na ida, to make a sentence. So as we mentioned in previous lesson, ang Korean sentence ends with ida or verb, adjectives, and last one is ida. Okay, so usually they end like that. So you remember yung ida translate to be in English. So like M, is, or R, okay, in English. So now we know yung use ng ku, and jo, or igot, kugot, and jogot. We can now make sentences like this. For example, paano natin translate yung in Korean yung sentence na that person is a doctor. Okay. So again, when we learn Korean structure, so usually yung kanilang verb is at the end or ida is at the end. Okay. So ganito yung structure. That person nun, Dr. Ida or Dr. E. Parang no. So, upside down. Again, that person nun is a particle we use to indicate this is the subject. Okay, so we learned that previously. Okay, so again, so okay, so we have other Korean and for my example, Korean sentences. For example, or i-translate natin in Korean. Okay. So, yung person in Korean, so as you can remember, person is saram. Saram, okay. So, if we say that person, we say ku saramun. Okay, ku saramun. Okay. Uisa, ang doctor, anong doctor in Korean? Uisa. Okay, uisa. And we usually kapag noun yung N nila, we add ida. Okay. Usaramun, uisa ida. Alright, yeah. Or, alright, okay. This is yung written form. Pag naman informal form, we can say usaramun, uisaya. Okay, yeah, it's like parang it's not sa kanila. Medyo parang respectful. On the repeat form, we say kusaramun, uisayeyo. we say yayo. Right. Yayo is parang po sa kanila. Okay? Yung yo, yayo, o yo. Okay. So, for example, paano natin sabihin in Korean yung na that person is a teacher. Okay. So, again, ang person in Korean is saram. Okay. Saram. So, yeah. So, ulit na natin. So, person is saram. We say ku saramun. Ang teacher in Korean is 선생님. Okay. 선생님. Okay. So, if we make a sentence, ku saramun, 선생님 ida. Okay. 선생님 ida. Okay, this is yung parang written form. So, pag slang form, we say, ku saramun, 선생님이야. Okay, 선생님이야. Alright, this is yung pag mga friends yung kausap nyo. But, if you talk with some older people or people you respect, we say, ku saramun, 선생님이에요. Alright, 선생님이에요. Alright, okay, so this is how we make sentences. Okay. So, about yung pag sinabi natin, this thing is a table. So, again, this thing, if you can remember, we say, this is E. Thing is got. So, igot. We say, yung subject ng igot. And then we connect with the particle un. So, igosun. Chimde. Ang bed is chimde. Okay, chimde ida. Correct. Okay, so yung informal word, so we use here. Okay. Jogos. For example, that, okay, this, or that thing, for example, that thing is a bed. We say, jogosun chimdeida. Okay, we use job. Okay, so we use yung parang slang. So we say, jogosun chimdeya. Right, chimdeya. Or you want to repeat form, jogosun chimdeya. Okay. So about yung that person is a man. Again, person is saram. Okay, ulit na tayo. Yun yung pinaka-common vocabulary natin, saram. Okay, that person is ku saram, right? Man is namja. Okay, so we say ku saramun namjaida. Namjaida. Okay, so if slang form ku saramun namjaya. Okay, namjaya. Alright. And when the form ku saramun namjayeyo. Alright. Okay. How about yung that person is a woman? A person again is saram, woman is yoja. We say ku saramun yojaida. And then if ano naman, slang form, ku saramun yojaya. Right? Or on the repeat form, ku saramun yojayeyo. Alright. Okay. Okay. So I believe you can grasp the yung feel ng paggawa ng structure. And how about yung pag sinabi na that thing is a car? Okay. So that thing again is kugot. Okay. So, okay, kugosun, ang car is cha. Kugosun, chaida. Chaida. Alright. Okay, or yung parang slang form, kugosun, chaya. Okay. Kugosun, chaya. Right. Okay. Or kugosun, chayeyo. Alright. And one last example, yung if we say, this thing is a tree. Okay, again, this thing is igot. Okay, we say igosun, namu ida. Tree in Korean is namu ida. Namu ida. Okay, paggawa tayo ng sentence is igosun, namuya. Or igosun, namuyeyo. Okay, namuyeyo. Okay, so good. So wow, that was a very a little bit challenging lesson. So actually ibang Korean book, so medyo madali yung umpisa nila, but okay, so but this thing na pinag-aaralan is very useful. So when I was learning Korean, so alam ko yung structure but hindi ko alam kung bakit ganon. So it takes me months to imagine bakit ganon. Okay, so but yeah, so I hope this helps you a lot to make some sentences. Okay, so and then later on we will learn more about some sentence structure. Okay, so yun lang po, and okay, so good night and fighting.